I wanted to start landscaping this week, but the ground is solid frozen. Instead, I analyze the readings from my new soil tester and avoid unnecessary mistakes. I'm a bit nervous about planting things here. I also start on the ceiling on my current makeover. I'm gonna try my Christmas present today, but first I need to cut it to the right size. Yeah, I think that's perfect. If you're new here, I made a video about the history of this old schoolhouse where I cover everything. The abuse that went on in the early days, the architecture and the memories I've collected. Check it out here. This is gonna revolutionize things for me. That was very easy compared to digging up things with a spade. I'm gonna lay out all of these stones now. And let's see. The plan is to use all of the small and narrow ones as a border here. I'm filming this through the window because outside I freeze my face off at the moment. Well, I've laid out enough so that I can see where I want to plant. I have a small group of flowers, of bulbs, that I want to get in the soil as soon as possible. I think I'm gonna have to get out here. I'm gonna start by making the outlines. It's very frozen. I'm so unused to permafrost here. Okay, so maybe I got a little bit eager, thinking I could actually do gardening this time of the year. But I can't help myself and you just want to get started. But there is one thing you can do to start preparing. So I've talked about the structural problem of my rose bed, and I've been working for a whole month removing the old turf and then the gravel and then the clay. But I don't really know about the fertility of the soil there. And what about the rest of my garden? It's a mystery, and today we're gonna investigate. Meet the E81 Smart Soil Tester, a simple tool to check your soil's pH, moisture, temperature, sunlight, and more. Get fast, reliable readings to help your plants thrive, whether it's indoors or outdoors. Connect to the app for real-time monitoring and make smarter gardening decisions in seconds. I'm also testing the results to another tester in similar price range, so you don't have to. Let me show you the setup and the app quickly. You start by downloading the app, choose language, you can add information about your location for more exact recommendation, then you register, allow access to your place and choose the soil tester. Then you need to press the on button for a couple of seconds to pair the tester with Bluetooth. And now you have real-time information from the tester. Let's test it in the new soil that we know should be good now, because it's store-bought. Let's save this. The app lets you monitor and save results in different categories. Now, for good measure, I'm gonna see how the soil next to it is. Okay. Here I can compare the two results, and by the help of ChatGPT, I analyzed this for extra information. The results clearly show that the new soil is much better structure and has the right pH for roses. At the same time, the EC and salt levels are higher than you'd want during active growth. That means the soil is currently too rich. But because I planted it winter, this isn't a big problem. The roses are dormant, and over winter, rain and snow will naturally wash out the excess salts. The other soil tester shows a very different picture. It says that fertility was ideal, moisture okay, and pH around 7.1. But the Kactoily test shows high nutrition and pH 6.0. So if I had trusted this tester, I would have probably added acidic compost in spring to lower the pH and also add fertilizer as you normally do. And that would have stressed the roses a lot. Right now I'm thinking this is where I'm gonna plant my blueberry bushes. But as you can see, I have some brambles and also some trees to remove. When it comes to blueberries, pH level is super important. So I'm gonna check just how much it is here. So minerals and salts are present here, but because of low biological activity, they are mostly bound in the soil, not in the soil water. This is why EC is very low. For blueberries, the issue is the pH, because this is too alkaline. So I need to add acidic, slow decomposing organic material like pine needles and bark compost. So I'm right now in my forest where I want to create a woodland with possibly some edible plants. But the previous owners have left a couple of rubbish piles like this one with some construction waste, and I'm a bit nervous about planting things here because I can see there are rubbish a bit here and there. Here the EC, pH and salt levels are all acceptable for most berry shrubs. At planting, I should add a small amount of organic matter. No heavy fertilization is needed. But I shouldn't plant anything edible where rubbish pile has been stored or directly to that area. The place where the old chicken coop was is the same, only slightly more fertilized. Finally, I decided to test a lawn where I'm planting fruit trees. I learned that it's very nutritious here, so I don't really need to add anything. But learning from the rose bed, the soil here is probably clay, so I need to work on the structure, but rather with wood chips or mineral soil than with compost. Welcome back to the renovation of this little room. Tonight I'm gonna install the ceiling that I'm reusing from the first room I renovated in this house, the hallway of my guest apartment. This is what they look like. I measured and I think I have enough. Well, first I measured, I realized I didn't have enough, but then I found 3 unused ones extra in the attic. And this is Max, also from Germany.
Hey!
Trying to fix my window. It's just a board made of pressed wood chips, covered with some kind of plastic white film. Doesn't really matter, I'm gonna paint them in blue anyway. But before I do anything, I'm gonna need to remove the 2 pipes behind me. So removing nails from the ceiling and these 2 pipes took so long I only managed to get 2 panels in place. But at least I have started and I know now what I'm in for. Well, I'm glad the ceiling is getting covered because it's very filthy. Guess I thought I could go to bed, but no, I think I need a shower.